So I'm gonna need you guys to sit down for this one because according to a BBC report, the White House, yes, the White House is having a full UFC event on its property. It's going to be huge and it's going to be for the president's 80th birthday, the United States 250th freedom anniversary celebration of independence. It's a full MMA fight with everything that comes with the MMA. The UFC is spending a whole bunch of money on it. They've got security and all of this stuff going on. A judge allowed it to proceed. So this isn't something that he kind of sparked out of nowhere. He got approval for it. So there's that. That takes care of that. I've got a quick video I want you guys to see, but this is just crazy. Trump has got some skin in the game here, right? He's gonna make some money from it. He's a billionaire. This is really nothing for him, but this came about because he's friends with Dana White. I'm sure you guys know all this stuff, so let's get to the juicy stuff. So this is where things get heated because for some people, this is the most American thing ever: fireworks, fighting, masculinity, spectacle. And then for other people, this is a complete desecration of a national symbol. And the article quotes critics calling it deeply corrupt, missile of sacred national monuments, him trying to enrich himself and his allies. And whether you agree or disagree, you can see why this is a little bit controversial, because when you think about it, fighting, bloodiness, aggression, violence on the White House lawn, it's a little bit different. But consider the White House has also had other types of events. It's hosted concerts, jazz events, festivals, Easter egg rolls. And so this is a little bit of a different take on what he finds fun. I've got a quick video for you guys here of the news actually talking about this the way the news should talk about this and do talk about this from what we've come to expect of them. I don't know. It's just their take.
Tim, it is like every chapter of the Trump story. He goes to UFC fights, and there are a lot of people who are happy to see him there, but he takes everything to sort of the perverted extreme in erecting a cage match, an octagon. I still don't understand exactly what it is that he's built on the south lawn of the White House.
Oh, you don't?
Sort of perverting all of these spaces that used to represent the whole country.
How is he perverting it if you don't know what it is?
To his taste.
Yeah, it's at the Claw. I think it used to be the beta stage and at a music event. I don't know, something to that effect. I think that's appropriate. Look, Bill's article at the Bulwark this morning, I asked people to read because he was so good on this, and he brings in the historical perspective and the manner in which this is vulgar and the manner with which this insults all of the public servants and leaders who've come before it. And I'm not sure how much more I can add to that. It's gross, and I think it's corrupt, I guess would be the thing that I would add to it. Like, it's not just the vulgarity, but it's the corruption. Dana White, the head of UFC, was a supporter of Trump's, got to speak at the convention. This is unbelievable publicity. There are brand sponsors on the White House lawn. And, all of it is a perfect perfect encapsulation of the Trump era with the corruption and the vulgarity. I would add one caveat, I think, though, to my Democratic friends. I do want to say this, which is you would never do things exactly like Trump, and I would never call for it. But I do think it's important to have fun in politics.
This is where I think he was a little bit based in his reaction. I was not expecting him to say it at all. I mean, this dude has got the beach shirt and a pearl necklace. You would think he kept going on about how Trump sucks for doing this on the White House lawn and all of this, but he flipped it around real quick.
It's sometimes as we head into a weekend, I'm going into Pride weekend here in New Orleans. I'm going to go have fun after this, and I think that we can criticize them and mock them, but sometimes I think that can veer into wagging your finger at people and saying don't have fun, and I don't think that's served the pro-democracy movement that well. So I think that I hold those two thoughts together while fearing for the direction of our democracy.
That was based. Because guess what they say to Christianity? You guys can't tell us what to do. You can't wag your fingers in our face. You can't tell us this. You can't do that. You can't do this. And then here they are telling the president, what he can and cannot do. And I'm gonna touch on this real quick too in a little bit, but I want us to finish hearing what this lady has to say, and I want to jump into some other stuff real quick.
The Knicks this weekend. I mean, Sally, I guess it's important, and I should have been more specific. It's not just about a sporting event at the White House. It's about the completely corrupt nature of this one. I mean, this is for profit. Donald Trump didn't pay for it out of his personal riches and invite the country's underprivileged who happen to be UFC fans. He is grifting off the entire event.
Okay. I didn't even catch this when I watched this video the first time around. So he's making money off of this. So it's nasty and it's schemish because he's got a lot of money, and he should spend his money for other people to come and enjoy this because he's got so much money he doesn't even know what to do with it. Okay, so now you're telling him what to do with his money earned with his body and his hard work. Okay. I mean, people have to understand this, that the presidency is a business. Like, that whole thing is a business. They've got a lot of transactions going on in the background that we don't see. They've got a lot of negotiations. They've got deal makings to do. They've got alliances. They have enemies to make. They have competition against other countries, other continents, and he should just be like this freely giving person. I mean, that's fair, but what makes you say that? Is that a personal opinion, or is this like a moral duty that you're asking the president to do? Is this something he should do as a president and as a rich one at that? Why does his richness matter? He just wants to have fun, and he doesn't want to spend his money. He doesn't have to because one of his good friends owns the UFC. He doesn't want those people there. What? Why are you telling him who to have at the event he's hosting? That makes no sense.
Right. I mean, there's crypto.com literally on the steps mounting up to the stage. There's sponsor logos all over the claw and the stage itself. And yes, Tim is right. Dana White is an old ally going back to the 1980s when Donald Trump was running casinos. Donald Trump was hosting Ultimate Fighting events at a time when they were illegal in most states, and John McCain was trying to have them federally outlawed.
Okay, got it. Okay, so Donald Trump is really this corrupt guy who was hosting fighting events when it was illegal in most states. I wonder what's illegal in some states now that people travel across borders to do. And this sounds like abortion to me. And so if someone later on becomes a politician and abortion is no longer the cool thing to do, I guess we can also bring this up and say, hey, you told people to go have abortions in different states, and yeah, that's not cool. So you can be a trusted politician. Like that's not going to age well. The UFC was illegal in 36 states. It wasn't in the state that he was doing it in. And so if you approve of abortion, well, then what's the problem with him doing it in a state that's legal? It's legal. But they want to bring this stuff up just to kind of shake you a little bit, like, oh, he was doing this and they were going to federally ban it. Stop. Don't even, grandma. Don't even. Secondly, these people are complaining about it being on sacred ground and all of this stuff. Here is the sick part of all of this that everyone just seems to kind of forget. I'm going to take a drink for this because it's quite stark. You will allow people to desecrate their bodies. You want prostitutes to be able to practice prostitution legally, openly, safely, guarded by law. But for some reason, this man who wants to kind of bring masculinity back to the front face of the United States of America, because from his perspective, everything is being sissified. Everyone is just becoming really soft. He wants to bring masculinity back into it. Yeah, fight. We want to see men fight. We want to see, I guess some women are going to be there too. We want to see people throw punches. We want masculinity to be at the forefront. A lot of men watch this sport, and he wants to bring men together and watch this at the White House because this is a favorite sport of his. He loves this sport. You're desecrating the White House grounds. It has history. People have done things here. But what about the bodies that you're allowing to legally destroy themselves? Bonnie Blue. Do you see the things that this girl is doing? Absolutely disgusting. But yet the UFC can't be hosted at the White House because it has history. Bro, it's just land. If push comes to shove and an attack happens on the US grounds, guess who's going to leave the White House and not defend it with their lives? Everyone, because the lives of people matter more than a piece of land. We can attach symbolism to the land, but when it comes to the importance of people versus the importance of a land, I'm pretty sure people are more important than land. But for some reason, you can't do this on the land. It's kind of vile, and she even said it's not even about the sport. It's about the guy. Oh, okay. So this is a problem because of the guy, not even because of the sport. So we're not even talking about the sport at the end of the day. They just don't like him, and they're going to make everything a big deal. Look, the guy's going to enjoy himself with the people whom he's closest to in politics, I guess. And then there's going to be like a bunch more people not too far away. Like, he's going to enjoy the sport. So the fact that they're making a big deal out of this because there's history, well, guess what? This is also going to be part of the history once it's done. I'm not sure what the problem is. Like, do you guys really think Donald Trump is like, oh my goodness, the grounds of the US where that, look, he wants masculinity to be the front face of the United States. He wants patriotism, entertainment. You know, he's a money guy. He likes doing business. The man has never taken a dime from any of you. He's just, his mind is just 100% business all the time. And it's a national symbolism, as in like these countries that think we're so sissified, he's going to host a fighting event on national American historical grounds. Like, if that's not a like, yeah, we're not afraid to do whatever we want as far as like showing how tough we are, I don't know what else would be. And as far as the private gain thing, this money that he's going to make from this event isn't going to be like monumentally additive to how much he has already. Like, this isn't going to make him. And so at the end of the day, as they're making it very clear, this really isn't about the UFC. It's about America and what America is right now: divided, symbolic, dramatic, the deeply emotional about what the White House represents. Like, some people see it as patriotic, some people see it as embarrassing, corrupt, iconic, but everyone has an opinion. So let me ask you, is a UFC cage fight at the White House a celebration of American spirit or step too far? Drop your thoughts below. I want to hear it because it kind of goes together with the American fighting spirit. And to say it goes against the history of everyone and everything that's been fought for so far, I think there's a sentiment missing there. Maybe your narrative of American history is a bit more feminized than you think. But that's my opinion. Drop yours below. I want to hear it. If you guys get any value from this, let me know your thoughts. Peace.